name's Todd McClanahan, and I'm currently the Regional Director for State Parks Region 3, which is the Hill Country region of Texas. During the fire and up until April 1st, I was the State Park Superintendent for Bastrop and Bisher State Park for the complex. You know, I could see just the thick black smoke, and as I pressed through it, your training starts kicking in and thinking, okay, look, you gotta assess. You know, am I going to be able to get through this or not? And being the superintendent in charge there at the park, I had to. You know, I had campers there, I had employees there. You know, I had to get over there. You could just feel the heat and how intense it was, and by this time I could see fire on the median and going into the park as well. So started coordinating some evacuations of the park. It was a challenge, you know, for quite some time. That fire burned for 35 days. It was the first time that I got to drive around and assess, you know, the damage, and it was just unbelievable. You were so used to just being just a lush forest, and there's nothing. It reminded me of watching movies from World War II. You know, when you see that it's a smoky haze and stuff is on fire and it's just destroyed. Fortunately, Texas Forest Service had a seed bank from these pine trees, and so we sourced that out to some nurseries across the southeast, and they're growing those pine trees out right now. And that was a big question as to when you're gonna start replanting. Well, we're getting there now. After the 1 year, we typically tree planting season is late winter, early spring, and so we have been growing out those pine seedlings, and this winter and spring of 2013 is when we're going to start putting them in the ground. The park is not an ecosystem in a bubble. I mean, this burned, you know, 34,000 acres in the county, and so we have to ensure that we're replanting the same trees outside the park as we are inside the park. And so it's been a real good collaboration between us and the county to try to ensure that we're restoring the lost pines forest as a whole, you know, and not just individually. It's going to take a long time for it to get back to the way it was. I think it's an opportunity for us to show how resilient a resource can be, seeing the regrowth, the natural regeneration that's occurring, but it's going to take management. If not, it'll turn into an oak thicket, and the lost pines will be lost forever.